Today, you have to go to school. You walk through the doors and head to your first class. It's dodgeball again. You are hit and downed. You sit waiting for the round to end, but the downed person next to you hits you in the head with dodgeballs 5 times. You end up with a mild concussion and a stutter. You're made fun of because you can't finish a sentence. So why? Is it when you report it to your PE teacher, you are the one at fault? Is it my fault that I got bullied doesn't pull any punches when delving into the psychological depths of bullying. Aizawa Yuichi, in middle school, experienced bullying from Suzuki Shinji. It wasn't your normal threats or even name-calling. It was a complete mob mentality. Becoming a human target wasn't the worst of it. Aizawa's body was mutilated to the point where it even left defining scars all over his body. It's not the same when playing darts with friends, when you are the bullseye on the wheel. This trauma called Aizawa to become a truant student because who would want to continue to be the victim of such pain? Why would you want to go to school when every day you question if you'll make it back alive? In the current timeline, the same Suzuki who tormented Aizawa is currently living it big. A good job, a wonderful wife, and a beloved daughter. As for Aizawa, he currently works as a teacher at the same school that allowed the bullying to transpire, hidden from the world. It's because of the higher-ups would rather protect their school's reputation over the students' well-being. And this school is up to it again. The new target? None other than Suzuki's own daughter. But what is Aizawa's role in this? Is he the teacher who he always wished he had? Will he protect Shiori even after everything that Suzuki Shinji did to him? Or is he in on it? It's the perfect revenge. Bully the child of the one who bullied you. So, what are Aizawa's plans for this poor girl? Is it Shiori's fault that she's being bullied, when it was clearly her father that is the root of the cause? The answer should always be no. And while Aizawa and Shiori's experience were from a fictional story, bullying in Japan is still considered an educational problem. When we first get into the world of watching anime or even reading manga, we consume a lot of Japanese media. We often consume what we perceive to be the best part of Japan. Essentially, we view Japan as a country of very few flaws, a place we must travel to. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to a country with such a low crime rate and has the content that you love? I mean, that was just me. That was who I was. However, while it's true that Japan has one of the lowest crime rates in the world, and yes, you can get all the amazing stuff you heard of on social media. However, Japan is not the Holy Land. Japan, much like any other country, has its own flaws, one of them being bullying. While Japan isn't the only country with bullying, it definitely won't be the last. Bullying, or ijime, is a concurrent problem due to the laws that protect the children in question. According to the Japanese Exchange and Teaching Program, elementary to junior high is compulsory for students. Children can come and go as they please because it's impossible to kick students out of school for being wrong. The law protects them, which is a good thing, but it doesn't go far enough to cover teachers and other students. Because of this protection, it allows bullies to continue their horrible actions with the security of never being expelled, unlike the United States. Because of these protections, the victims are often forced to either move away, become a truant student, or just suffer with the bullying. In a report on the bullying crisis in Japan by Katarina Woodman, in 2019, the Japanese Administration of Education reported increased school bullying nearly 610,000 cases. Moreover, disturbing statistics reveal that suicide ranks among the leading cause of death among individuals between the ages of 6 to 18, with up to 514 students below the age of 18 taking their own life in 2022. Japan in the recent years has attempted to mend these issues. However, no country is perfect. It is just unfortunate that those 610,000 cases in 2019 happened, and that was only the cases that were reported. Overall, Bullying is wrong. We often in our schools don't put enough into dealing with these situations. It's honestly sad because ultimately people bully others because they too are insecure or grew up in a really bad place. So, while it is the bully's fault, it doesn't change the environment which led to them to this point. So, is it my fault that I was bullied? The answer is no, but be the person who instead stands up for people. It can be scary, sure, but sometimes people just need a friend. The reason why people are often scared to stand up is because they fear that they too will receive the same punishment as the other student who is being bullied. However, put yourself in the victim's shoes. Wouldn't you want someone to reach out their hand and help you? Is the bully prevention system perfect? No. But sometimes you just need to start with a small step, and eventually that could grow into a movement. While the story "Is It My Fault That I Got Bullied" isn't the first, nor the last to touch on the topic of school bullying in Japan, it is one that I personally resonate with. But overall, I really enjoyed just trying to find out what Aizawa's plans were, because ultimately Chikara Kimizuka sensei kept me on my toes. I wasn't sure what was going to happen because ultimately, in the end, it came together. The bits and pieces all aligned at the end. Looking back at it, the setup for each and every moment was meticulously placed to make the finale after 30 chapters absolutely worth it. I very much recommend to read this story for people who especially experience being bullied or even fans of psychological manga. And if you're interested in the series, you can read the first chapter free on Bookwalker. Bookwalker is a web store and an app for officially licensed manga, light novels, ebooks, and also audiobooks worldwide. This video is not sponsored, however I buy a lot of manga and manhwa from here, and I made a lot. Help me.